What is up, everyone? We're back at it again. We're doing another breakdown, this time Ohio State versus Penn State, and we're going to break down all of the facts about the game to determine if Penn State could potentially upset Ohio State here. Right now, when you're looking at the screen, we have the percentages of what ESPN has favorable. So right now, Ohio State is 63.5% favorites in their analytical data on their website. The game's going to start at noon o'clock, just like how we had on our breakdown a couple days ago. If you haven't seen that video, make sure to go check it out. Also, Ohio State is favored by -4.5. And I think that is very good for this game. That means they're saying that Penn State has a chance. 4.5 is one score, and that means this game is going to be close. So the breakdown here, we have a lot of information here about the Ohio State-Penn State game, a lot of more relevant information. ESPN's FPI ranking that they have on Penn State is number 3 in the nation. FPI for Ohio State is 1. So they're very close. They're like neck and neck, and when it comes to FPI ranking, Ohio State has a better offense. They're, according to the efficiency rankings, they're ranked 10, and Penn State is currently at number 20 with offense efficiency, which could come down to some of their less favorable games, as well as Ohio State's just been kind of like blowing out teams other than the Notre Dame game. One key factor here is that Penn State is ranked number 1 in defense efficiency, and I didn't put it on here, but the statistics for total defense by the NCAA, Penn State is also ranked 1 in that as well. So rank 9 is what Ohio State is. And I think in the NCAA, I remember I had it at number 7 or it was somewhere around between 5 and 10. So they're pretty close, but Penn State has a superior defense than Ohio State. They'd be holding teams down a lot. And then their red zone offense, I just threw that in there because I thought it was very interesting. Penn State, when they get in the red zone, they're ranked 15th. I think they're 93% going into score, like a field goal or touchdown. Majority of the time, it was a touchdown. It was a few times it was a field goal. But Ohio State, on their hand, when they're in the red zone, they're ranked 75. I think they're like 85% in the red zone. So that could play a huge role, especially since Penn State has the number 1 defense in the league right now. And defenses win games. Like, offenses are good. They do score points. But if you look at the Iowa metric, Iowa has no offense, and they're winning games. So defenses are going to play a pivotal role in this game. I think the game's going to be a fairly low scoring since they have a very good defense on both sides. And currently, Ohio State leads the series by like 10 wins. I put the 2010 game, because I still think it's not very fair for the NCAA just to take away wins. So in 2010, they took away a lot of their wins, and they said that it's kind of like it doesn't count. But I counted it, so it's 24-14, and that's currently sitting around 63% for Ohio State when it comes to winning the series. In the last 20 meetings, Ohio State has won 16 out of those. That's about 80%. So according to statistics, using the law averages, Penn State is definitely due for a win here. And the last time Penn State won was in 2011, and Ohio State wasn't even ranked that year. So Ohio State was definitely on a downturn that year. So Penn State technically hasn't beat a ranked Ohio State in almost 20 years. So it's definitely going to be a very interesting series coming forward, because Penn State has a really good defense this year, a really good offense. And one key factor of this game is that Penn State has never beaten both Ohio State and Michigan in the same year. So if Penn State really wants to get over that hump, they have to do it right now, this weekend. And I think Penn State can do it, especially since the game is very close. They have really similar offensive styles, and they have really similar defensive rankings. Just so Penn State kind of over the hump there with the better red zone defense, better yards allowed, all of that good stuff. But I still think that Penn State's going to win this 28-24, and it's going to be very close. It's going to be so close. It's going to go down to one score. Like I feel like my game is showing a little bit different story. I think this game is going to end with a field goal. Like I didn't want to put it there because I still wholeheartely think that Penn State's going to be a commanding defense here. But I can see it coming down to a last-second field goal, maybe a last 2-minute drive, and it's gonna really challenge the quarterbacks of either team, whoever is down at that point in the fourth quarter. with very few timeouts, and they're gonna have to lead their team to victory. And I still think that Penn State's quarterback is better than the Ohio State's quarterback and more experienced when it comes to being in that kind of situation. As you saw with Ohio State in the Notre Dame game, they just couldn't score. Ohio State just could not score. And we can go what ifs all day, but Notre Dame did have 10 men on the field, so there was definitely some things going Ohio State's way in that sense. But all game they just couldn't score. So I think Penn State, if they really want to win this game, they got to limit Ohio State's yards, and they got to limit the scoring potential that the offense has. And that's going to be it for this video. I hope you like my breakdown of their statistics and games. If you like videos like this, please come back. Please like and subscribe. I'm here every week making videos on the NCAA. I'm going to start making basketball videos on NCAA as well. I'm thinking about moving into more NFL and that kind of stuff. Because I watch those games. I just haven't made a single video on it. But if you do want to see that kind of stuff, please leave it in the comments. If you want to discuss more about this game and why you think Ohio State wins, Penn State wins, please comment below. I am down for discussions. And that's going to be it for this video. Peace.